It's a bit like Disneyland. I'm just finishing dressing myself because it is bloody cold. And I went for a wander through the little town, which is that way. Picture postcard stuff, quite remarkable. And I'm standing out here with no shoes on. That may be a mistake. This won't be a very long live stream, but I need to thank, I think it was Lance Stroll's trainer, Henry Howe, who suggested I come here very early on, and then a lot of you also said it's a must-see, and I concur 100%. It is quite glorious, and you'll see that in the video that I do, which will go up next week. But I'm here at the Le Weston. It's a beautiful hotel. Last night I was at the interesting little, well, it's an igloo. It's a thing that looks like an igloo, but it's not made out of snow, obviously. And that was out in the wilderness, and you'll see that on that video too. Today, I had a nice lunch in a very quirky little part of town, and now I have to decide where I'm going to go tomorrow night. So I'll be keen to see your comments. I had a lot of comments yesterday, and thank you to those people who've been emailing me too. Somebody sent me an email today about, oh, here's some restaurants I recommend in, I think it was Montreal. I think it was every single restaurant that's open in that city. It was a crazy list. It's only one night. Remember, I'm doing one night in 4 different places. This is my 3rd night. Quebec City, 2 of you say that. Oh, somebody else sent me a note about Montmorency Falls. Yeah, that's a candidate. I am very cold, that's what I am. Bromont is beautiful, 1 hour east of Montreal. I've not heard of that. Have you gone to the local historic F1 track? Yeah, I went out there today and did a bit. It was a nice track, very nice track. I didn't go around it, there was a private day there, and I just popped in and had a look. But yeah, that'll feature on my video. Oh, somebody says go to Scandinavia Spa. I went there today. I did a great bit there. I can tell you about this now. I went out there. Look at my shoes. These were white, and now they're filthy. I have to get some new ones. They're not going to recover. So I walk into this place, and you'll see it on the video where I do a little bit as I walk in. And then I get to the counter and I say, hi, could someone just give me like a 10 or 15 second audio or video grab for my video? And what do you do? Well, I do these F1 and travel videos, and it's always hard because you've got to try and convince someone that it's worth their time spending a minute or two. But then a young girl, I'm trying to remember her name now, Lefebvre's her last name. Brittany? No, I can't. Oh, she's on the video. She pipes up and says, I follow you. And then the girl looks at her, and I said, well, can you tell her what I do? So straight away, there is some legitimacy about you because somebody else has piped up and said, yeah, go and look at his stuff. Anyway, she did it, and it was great, and that'll be on the video tomorrow. I would have liked to have spent some time there, but I'm not sure I could invest a couple of hours, and she was saying that sometimes people spend 4-5 hours, maybe even a whole day. Now, where am I going tomorrow? So I'm going to go back to your comments now. Come to PEI. I've never heard of that. It's freezing in Melbourne. Well, I reckon tonight. It's actually raining a little bit now. Oh, I don't know whether you can see it. Yeah, over there. I took a photo today. A really nice photo with of this from there, which I haven't actually had a look at on my laptop yet, but that'll be nice. So PEI, how do I say that? Pi? Hello from the UK. I'm looking now for your suggestions on where I should go tomorrow for a final night. A couple, more than a couple have sent me messages about Quebec City. That's the favourite at the moment. I don't think that's too far. No, I think it's only a couple of hours tops. The trip from the little place I stayed at last night in the wilderness to here was all of 20 minutes. So that was pretty easy. Clothing optional spa. I see now women can swim topless in public pools in Germany. Wouldn't happen in Saudi. Complete opposite, but different cultures, huh? I can offer you a ride to Long Island after the race on Monday. No, I will not be doing any more driving after after Sunday's race, because I will have done 6 hotels and 6 nights. And I don't know, it doesn't take me very long to unpack everything in this room. And then it takes me a lot longer to pack it up. Yes, I'm enjoying the Mustang today. It's got a throaty growl to it. Look, it's not as fast as my 911 Turbo. And the other thing I picked up about that car is it has a quite high bonnet. So if you're going up a hill and you get to a crest, look, just raise yourself a little bit out of your seat. But yeah, it's a nice car. And it's just me in there. So I've got all my luggage, no problem at all. David, I have seen no mooses. What is the plural of moose? Is it mooses? Somebody said mooses. Quebec City is a must. Rightio, Michelle. Any other options on that? Hang on, what's this? 3 Rivers, before or after. So I could stay in Quebec perhaps and have a look. Okay, well, I in my mind, I probably thought I should go to Quebec City after everyone kept saying it. So yes, that will be my choice tomorrow. I just have to find a hotel, which Tonya can do for me because she's waking up now and watching this, I hope. Otherwise, Jace can do it. So you'll see tomorrow night the hotel that I checked out. What's that? Someone says Calabogie. I'll have to make a note of that. I should have a pen and paper here, shouldn't I? This is the Lewiston Hotel. It's got some nice music playing, but they're redoing their pool and that's out of action. They've got a nice restaurant, a lovely foyer, and a bloody washing machine and dryer, which is fantastic. Fairmont Chateau Frontenac for the hotel. Okay, noted. Tonya, take note of that. Try a swamp area for the moose sighting. Somebody said I should go to the border somewhere. And there's some place where they're just prolific, but I'm not going down there. Niagara is way too far. Hello, Dubai, UAE. Will you be spending any time in Toronto? No, sorry. We'd say Toronto, but it's Toronto. No time there. It's in the opposite direction now, I think. What else did I do? Oh, I did the Park Omega, which was quite quirky with those big deer coming and sticking their heads right in your car. And you'll see that on my video as well. It is cold here. I've got a scarf on and I probably should have shoes on. Are they getting dirty? Yeah, bugger. It's a crime to drive a 911 with no 3 pedals. Yeah, I got an automatic. In fact, Joe Ricardo was keen on buying my 911 at one stage when I thought I was going to sell it, but then he realised it was manual and he only buys manuals. That's Daniel's dad. I'm not going to have poutine, it's just too fatty. Oh, there's a place here, maybe a stone's throw, that sells beaver tails, which I had in Ottawa and quite loved. I'm probably going to go downstairs here to this restaurant tonight. It looks great. They've got Atlantic cod on there, and I do love cod. Not cheap. In fact, I went to the Fairmont in Montebello. My gosh, that's an impressive hotel. You'll see that on the post-race video when I do my 4-day road trip video. Do driver personnel be interested and have on Le Mans over this weekend? Would they be watching Le Mans? Yeah, I imagine so, if they have a moment free. Oh, hello, Todd and Nicole in Ottawa, yes. Thank you. You're mentioned in my video, and you're in my video too, Todd, yes. And Nicole, you'll be in one of my end bits, as both of you will. Yeah, I love driving around. It's a nice car, and that makes a big difference. If I was in a people mover, it wouldn't be quite as nice. But I just drive and stop, and I do U-turns, and I saw that Scandinave Spa today, and that was interesting because it was nothing like what I expected. And for those of you who don't know this place, it's got I don't know, must be a dozen different pools: hot pool, cold pool, sauna, river. I didn't go in and do that, and they wouldn't let me video, obviously, because you'd see people lolling about and just their bathers. But it would look pretty flash. I don't know what it cost. I didn't ask. But like, if I was into spa like that, I think that might be the best I've ever seen. I saw signs all over the city saying we are going to interrupt F1 today. Who's putting them up? My gosh. Troublemakers, agitators. The Thousand Islands has some stunning scenery. Not this trip, but I have liked coming here early and doing this. And I would do this in more places. If I can get a good car and I'll find interesting places. And thanks to you people, because you have opened my eyes to a whole host of stuff that I probably wouldn't have known about. Meet and greet in Quebec City? No meet and greets. Great fondue restaurant, where? Oh, I love fondue. What's the name of it? Oh, it wouldn't be too hard to find. We're looking forward to your travel video, yes. I'm looking forward to... I've seen the first day's stuff edited. It's come up all right. It's got a few changes to come. It's my first time in Mont Tremblant. Is that how you say it? I think it is. You don't say the T at the end. I love it. I just love the joint. And I love the IGA supermarket. And Australians will know that we have IGA supermarkets in our country. And this is the exact same logo. And the one I went to today was a monster. I just walked around and bought stuff I didn't need. Go to Tim Hortons. I nearly went there for lunch just to say, and I might do that tomorrow. Go there for lunch. And I'll probably do that luge thing here, and I'll go up to the top of the mountain with a chairlift, and then I'll go to Quebec City. And yeah, IGA's in Australia. And then I'll look around in Quebec City. Tim Hortons. Quality has gone downhill. Yeah, well, it's a funny name, isn't it? It's someone's name. Did you visit the track? I did. I've done my bit today. Yeah, I should have gone for a lap, but one guy was keen to make it happen and someone else wasn't. You should check out Prince Edward Island if you ever get a chance. Is that on my way to the next joint? If it is, I'm a candidate. Don't eat at Tim's. You just get a coffee. I don't drink coffee, so I won't go. What's named after a famous hockey player? Tim Horton. Because a famous hockey player owns that Scandinave spa, huh? Our drivers drive their cars from a parking lot from the race, or they picked up by the crew to the... No, they'll be driving to the track, I imagine. Could be wrong. There's a driver's car park for them, a different spot. That bridge over the rowing lake is not there anymore. Quebec City is boring as hell. No, everyone said Ottawa was boring. And I quite liked the little bit I saw of it, and I thought, what did I spend there? Daylight hours, maybe 6 hours. That was enough. I just need to see a bit, get a bit of content for you guys, justify the trip and kill some time. Good to be here in your country, Doug. And you know what? The Americans don't get offended by this, but I asked somebody here, what are the Americans like when they come visit you? And they said, well, they're pretty good. It was a nice hotel. Can't remember which one. They're pretty good. They tend to stay small. And I thought that was a really nice way of explaining that they didn't stand out in a crowd, because a lot, and I saw a whole lot last night in the lift at Ottawa, and they were just loud people for a wedding. Oh, it was awful. They just had no regard for anyone else. They were over the top, and I don't think they were drunk by that stage. It was only 6 p.m. But yeah, Americans do have somewhat of a reputation for being large, as some Australians do when they go to Bali and disgrace us with their behaviour. Now let's have a look. Scott is from Ottawa. Glad I enjoyed my time. Old Quebec City is gorgeous. Make sure, hang on, go for sure, but at us 4 hours form you and 4 hours. Really? 4 hours back to Montreal? Oh, is that right? Yeah, I'm going to try that luge ride, Mr. or Mrs. LeBlanc. Gustav, a regular on here. IGA stands for Global Alliance of Independent Grocers, and they primarily operate in the US, Canada, and Australia with the same logo. This was a very big IGA. Impressive. I thought I might be a candidate to find Vegemite there. I should have asked. I didn't. Mont Montmorency. I'll have to look that up when I'm finished here and know what I'm in for. The beauty of seeing these comments is when I drive past places, as I did with this spa today, instantly I go, oh, someone recommended that, and then it tweaks my interest. Hello, Bursakov. No, from Tremblant around 3:30 Montreal to Quebec. It's 2.5. Good. Is it 3.5 hours from Tremblant to get to Quebec City? That's a long time. Kim looking clean. Yeah, I've got a jacket. I'll tell you, I've got a new favourite brand. Do you know this brand? Hang on, back there. You know this brand, people? Because I've only discovered it. I bought this shirt, which is stunning, and this leather jacket here, but it's got stretchy sleeves, which is perfect because it's light, it squashes up. Rudsack, yes, exactly, David. They've got a store not 50 metres from here, and they had a store in Montreal too. Or is it Montreal? Have you ever tried all-dressed chips? I have never. I've had poutine before. It's not dissimilar to Bravos in Spain. For those of you tuning in, it's decided I'm going to Quebec City tomorrow for my 4th and final night before I head back to the metropolis of Montreal. Ketchup chips for the win. All-dressed chips are my favourite, yeah. Stay at the Frontenac. Okay. My wife is making that decision for me right now. At some point, I'm sure she will send me a message. It'll take you near 4 hours to drive each way to Quebec City. No, somebody said 2.5. I want 2.5, guys. 2.5. I don't want to drive for 4. No, it's more like, yeah, okay, I'm going to go with 2.5. My drive today was very short, 20 Ks. And I've just been driving around this area, looking at stuff, at houses and different places. The map says 3:42. It's far out. What do you think of the future of Franco Colapinto? Well, while he's racing, and when he's not, he's not. If he continues to race, he's got a future. Good kid, great fun to photograph, lovely guy. Now, Daniel Starling is a member. He has been a member for 31 months. Thank you. Looking forward to the road trip video. Are you flying Air Canada back? Yep. No, it was fine. It was a good quality product for the money. It was outstanding value. It's funny reading some of the comments because some people think I'm having a go at them, and other people say you're bigging them up too much. What did they pay you for that? So I just let those people fight it out. I'm not stepping into that. No point. 2.5, Quebec City, Tremblant. Well, I've got plenty of options there, anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours 42. You're in a Mustang, mate, 2.5 hours. No, I'm quite careful with the cruise control. Just stick it on and it looks after itself. Ketchup chips are where it's at, yeah. Hello, Melbourne. Is Stroll racing this weekend? No reason to believe he's not. And it's getting colder. I reckon it'd be about 16 degrees now. Quite lovely. And I'll give you a quick look at this view. Just let me take this off and flip this around. Right. Look at that over there. Isn't that lovely? And that's the hotel here. But let me show you the swimming pool. They've been spraying it with that stuff and fixing it up. There will be no swimming in that anytime soon, guys. Right, you're going to go back on the window here now with a sticky sticker. Actually, no, I should put that a bit lower. Looks like you're in the Algonquin condos. No, I'm in the Western Hotel. It's beautiful. Fans are not happy about the bridge they removed to access the paddock. Well, how did the fans ever use that? That's not a bridge that was open to the fans, was it? Montreal looks more French. Yeah. I hope you'll like your trip to Quebec. I've liked everything so far. Everything? Yeah, that place last night was really amazing. It had a spa, well, a jacuzzi, I guess. It was nice and hot. I cooked my own meal. You get to see me cook. Pretty ordinary effort, but tasted all right. Western is amazing, yeah. And I can tell you they're getting new decor. In a year's time, this will be completely different. because it does look a bit old and daggy at the moment. But very comfortable, and I've got a big room, no complaints. There was a cold snap in Ottawa today with on and off showers and a thunderstorm. It's good you dodged the crappy weather. And we're going to be 19 to 21 Celsius for the Canadian GP. You can add a segment to your video about the app. Somebody said it's only going to be in, what is it, Quebecese? Hello, stand by. Someone's thrown in $100 here. Ali, for a lovely meal for you and Tonya. She's not actually here. Ali, thank you very much. Any chance of a photo? Oh, why can't I read that properly? Here we go. Collab with George Russell anytime. Well, I'm live with all of them, but it's up to them. But if you're on that list, the mailing list, you'll be the first to hear about it. Thank you very much, Ali. I will certainly enjoy a meal downstairs. Gustav, Air Canada domestic is what I get. Is what I get. Shit. That was a sticker. Oh, that wasn't on. I'm using a, what do you call it? A RAM mount. Oh no, that's not going to stay on there. Okay, so now I have to get something else. Just give me a second. Well, that could have been dread. I'm going to get another thing. Hang on. I'll come back to your comments in a sec. It's a hell of a mess in here. Everything's been opened up and taken out. But this thing here, this is good. You look at out here for a sec while I screw this on. I was quite lucky not to smash. Right. We're back in business. Bit of a worry. Get your quad lock. Oh, I can't use the quad lock for this thing, unfortunately, because it needs a bracket and it's too big back in Perth, but not on the road. Where can we see you during the GP? In the paddock most of the time, and I'll be doing a meet and greet, I think, unless a client doubles their workload, but look, it's unlikely. So at this stage, Wednesday, I'll put something up if it's happening. Keep an eye out. And if you're there, I can give you, I've got this reversed. I can give you these Stay Passionate stickers for those of you who pop up wherever we have it and at whatever time. Did the F1 drivers watch the full movie? Don't know. Thank you again, Ali, for your kind offer of a feed tonight. That will feed me, and I'll have the Atlantic cod, I think. And then I might head down and get a beaver tail because I've completely given up. Fedora asks, is Stroll racing? I've heard nothing to the contrary. Bonsoir. Wie geht's? Oh, funniest thing. Did I tell you this last night? Maybe I did. If I didn't, it's new. And if I did, well, bear with me. I'm walking across the bridge, the Alexandra Bridge in Ottawa. One side is French speaking, one side's English speaking. I speak English and I'm walking across, and this lovely little lady walks up and she says, "Sprechen Sie Deutsch?" Yeah, ich sprechen ein bisschen Deutsch. I'm thinking, that's bizarre I get asked that question, and that I do speak a bit of German. I don't know what she wanted. We just chatted briefly, and I can't remember. It was a pointless conversation, but it was such a funny question to be asked in, in those situations. I'm not going to have the poutine. Cav, definitely not going to have the poutine. I don't need it. Will Valtteri be back next season? I'm just scripting a video, which I'll record soon. And I'm going to go through the last 15 or 20 drivers to leave Formula One and tell you what they're doing. Now, I've got down to Valtteri. In fact, I've gone way past Valtteri. I'm now down to Seb, and I'm doing them in chronological order. So the first driver to leave Formula One, having been a driver, or the latest one to leave, is Jack Doohan, and then I'll work down 15 or 20 drivers. And I'm doing a bit of research now as to what they're up to. Should be good. What are my thoughts on Max? I can't wait to hear what he says. Is he in the press conference? We don't know yet. If he's in the press conference, that'll be very interesting. What about Russian? You need to learn. Privyet, spasiba, nastrovia. There you go. Dos vidanya. That's it. It's 12 degrees in Sydney. Looks warmer than where you are. No, it'd be 14 here now. But I'm up here, obviously. Are we at some sort of altitude? We must be if it's a ski resort. And it's also quite cold, but I think it might be better in Montreal. How were the road conditions? Shocking. The freeways are terrible with potholes and bumps. Not enjoyable. I think our freeways are pretty good in Australia. In America, of course, you get those chin, 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 those noise things because they're concrete slabs. Each to their own. Is this the highest peak in eastern Canada? And I had a look at it today. Nice. I'm going to take the chairlift up there tomorrow morning. No Raikkonen photos available. All the ones that are available are on the website, including Fernando Alonso. And half of those went very quickly. So there's another half of them left, but they won't last too long. How do you get to know contacts and where to get the best photos? I don't know. You just do. Be in it long enough, you'll work it out. If you're wearing a watch, what do you decide to wear? I've only got one, so it's either do I wear a watch or not when I'm away. In some countries, some trips I don't take watches. It's not worth it. Like Mexico and Spain. Not Spain. Mexico and Brazil. No point. It's too dangerous having them on in public. I saw a post saying Cadillacs. Yeah, I saw that same post too, but that's not from Cadillac. That's from someone. Could be bullshit. Who knows? Were you able to get a sneak peek of the new? No, I've seen nothing about that movie, and I'm very keen to have a look at it. I live in hope. I'll come down a bit lower here. There we go. Back to your comments. Ice wine is awesome. Yeah. Suggest trying a Mano in the Tremblant village. Well, I'm just two minds. I'd love to have a fondue, but I'm just more happy going downstairs here, I think, and eating in this restaurant. There's two actually here, and they look fine. Oh, tomorrow, Patrick, it's been decided that I will go to Quebec City due to mass public demand on your part. We need to get the Kit Kat Cadillac sponsorship. Well, if Perez goes there, I think that's probably a good chance. Ice wine is a must. I know the Niagara Falls VQA is good for iced wine. I don't know if Quebec has any. Oh, okay. I'm not much of a wine person. And somebody else, Glenn, suggested I go to the Gilles Villeneuve Museum. I don't know. I'm not much of a museum man. But look, if it's on the way and I pass it, I'll know that Glenn said go and have a look. And I may pop my head in and just say, look, I just want to spend 5 minutes and take a whole lot of vision for a free plug for you, which is what I did over at that Scandinave spa. Is Tommy Hilfiger the title sponsor? I don't know. They are a sponsor. Oh, PEI is Prince Edward Island. Thank you. Go to Lucille for oysters. I don't like them. Be a waste on me. So what have I thought of Canada? You know what I love today? No traffic lights. And yesterday, it's just beautiful to be able to drive around without having to stop and start all the time. And you can't do that, obviously, in Ottawa, and you can't do it in Montreal or most cities that we go to. Lovely to get out here. It's like Austria. Beautiful, beautiful, lush countryside. Everyone speaks English here, as they do in Austria too, which is good for an English speaker like me. Canada does not have traffic lights. Well, they don't have them out here in a small town. Kim, you want a good time? Read Google Montreal street city potholes, corruption and mafia. See, I mentioned that corruption and mafia thing the other night on my live stream, that's why there's such shit roads, because there's corruption, there's mafias building the roads, and they're not building them very well. And I also imagine that temperature differential from minus 40 to plus whatever, 40, 35, is no mean thing to fix. Just enjoy the food in Old Quebec City. I'll only have one meal there, an evening meal. Where should I go? I've got to see where my wife's booked me. I haven't found out yet. Do you will wear your hat in the weekend? Yes, I do will me wear the hat on the weekend. One of them. I've got a pink and a blue one. In Quebec, you can turn right on a red light as long as, okay, because I'm never quite sure at that. And I get into cities and I was sitting there at the lights and then people will start tooting me from behind. And I think, I hope I'm not being set up here. But I've never had a problem with it. Actually, I did go through a don't turn right on a red light in Miami, coming out of my hotel there. French onion soup is a must? No. If I like French onion soup, I would take that on board. Could you fit almost 3 Austrias into Quebec? I don't know. The unofficial Montreal mascot is a traffic cone. I was in Lac Superior, yeah, and it's not Lake Superior, the big one, the Great Lakes. Whoever does my thumbnails would have had no idea. As I would have had an idea, but it's no big deal. I don't think we're going to lose any points for that. Somebody told me about a hat shop in one of the cities I'm going to, maybe back in Montreal. Thank you for that. Always interesting to get that sort of stuff. No right turns on red in Montreal. Okay, that's interesting. And, of course, the drinking age is different in Montreal to Ontario. Which car are you doing the road trip in? A lovely Ford Mustang. It's not a soft top, but it is not. Before, it's okay. It's just fatty fast food. Villeneuve Museum, likely on my way. Okay, noted. Thank you very much. Les Trois Brasseurs in Quebec City. I'll tell you, it'll have to be close to where I'm staying. If it's more than a 15-minute walk, no, actually that's not true because I did take a 15-minute car, what do you call it? Uber the other night. Even though I've got a car, pointless me driving, trying to find a park and then not being able to have a drink. So, yeah, that's my plan. Something you're very good at and a lot of fun for us. Good to hear, Ron. I wonder, there's 348 of you here now. Only 100 of you have hit the like button. So could you please all hit the like button as a favour for me standing out here in the bloody cold with no shoes on? Please? What do we got? 101 now. I reckon that'll go quickly to 201, given how cold it is out here. There is a lag, I know, so I'm happy to wait around until we get that. It is bloody cold, guys. This will go to 130 next, and then it will go to 160. 138? Not bad. It'll go to 170 now. If you could all just press that, please. Oh, 153. I was a bit short on that one. But 2 more bump ups, and I think we'll be fine. No, I can't put some shoes on because they're drying. Still wet. And there's a washing machine in this hotel. 159. Come on, guys. Please hit the like button. Just to placate me. 170? Yeah, how cold is it? 16? 17? You're an ambassador for F1, photography and travel, yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for hitting the like button too. A lot of businesses get very good value out of me, where I don't get any benefit from doing videos for hotels and cruise ships. It's just, I'm happy to do that sort of stuff because I think it's good content. And my whole goal is to build this channel. We want to see 2 million followers on YouTube. Not going to happen overnight, but it will happen if I don't kill myself. I took a mega picture of Mike in the stands last year on Friday. Probably the best anyone's ever taken of you. Friday would have been at the Hairpin, I reckon. The view looks unreal. Here, let me give you a little quick glimpse around it. Here we go. I'll just change the direction of the camera. That way you can hear me. But any neighbours out on their patios? No. Nice looking hotel. And that's what you see down there. Bit hazy today, still with the remnants of that bushfire down, I was going to say south, but it's not south, I don't know where it is. If you're getting another beaver tail, I had the killer lower sunrise the other day. That was my favourite. I don't think I need to try anything else. It didn't give me heartburn, which was good. Esti Tabernac. What does that mean? Esti Tabernac. We're going all right here, 35 minutes, and we are 6:45, too early to go for dinner. Not too early for a drink, though, but I've got to get some ice. Oh. Did I just curse? Okay. Rightio. It's a swear word. Have I gone and offended people? Or someone else offended them by putting it there. Shame on you! You should try Au Noir restaurant in Montreal. It's funny you should say that because here, no, where is it? In Ottawa, someone told me about Dark Fork, which is the same principle. People that are blind or poorly sighted serve you and you eat in darkness. I can't imagine it's perfectly pitch black, but it's an interesting idea. Would you suggest UV glasses for framing? I don't know. Yes, if it's something that's going to be in sunlight, yeah. Say it Quebec City and find out. Okay, I'm not going to say that. I've been set up. Are you going to try the pool or leaving it to the last minute like in Monaco? What pool? What pool are you referring to? Because there's no water in that pool. It's a Quebec curse word. Am I going to get cancelled for that? You can film outside your face, not restricted like at the track. What's your drink of choice? Southern Comfort and Coke. Shockingly sugary drink, I know. I used to drink it when I was 18 or 19 or 20, and then I didn't drink it for 20 years, and I don't know, occasionally have one now and then. Totally dark. Try LA Sparta in Montreal. No. Actually, I don't know where I'm going to eat, because the keg, I had a steak the other night. Wasn't great. Maybe I picked the wrong steak. And that's right across the road from the Fairmont where I'm staying, which is the Media Hotel this year. You wouldn't get cancelled. Good. It's used like the F word. Okay. What do you... You must have just joined us, Performance Car Lounge, because I've answered that question every 3 minutes. A Ford Mustang. A Mustang Ford. Not a manual, it's an automatic, which is great because I don't want to be changing gears. Keg is a tourist trap, but yeah, it's so close, so handy. When flying out of Montreal, make sure to use the signature suite lounge rather than the Maple Leaf Lounge. Okay, now can I get into both of those, can I, as a business class with Air Canada? I'm also priority pass. Does that help? So I want to go to signature suite. Oh, that's their business class, yes. Oh, thank you for joining Performance Car. 3 hours and 50 from Tremblant to Quebec City. No. Someone told me 2.5. I'm going with 2.5. I'm going to Italy soon, says Mason. Was wondering if there are any good companies that offer rental cars. There's no good rental car companies. They're all bloody hard work. Love the Air Canada video. Flying to Lisbon next year with them. You'll be fine. I don't know what motor's in this Mustang, honestly. I guess I could open up the bonnet and have a look. Yeah. Yes, Alex. I'm going to Quebec City for my final night of the 4. Or is the Fairmont going to be my final night of the 5 in Montreal? The restaurant Anti-Pesto is a former train station. Where? Where is this? Because I saw a restaurant down here, Anti-Pasto. Signature suite is amazing. Good. Best tuna steak I've ever had in Mont Tremblant. Oh, I can't say that to you. You still working with F1 Experiences? Yes, David. We've got a huge workload for them this weekend with trophy picks. There'll be 2,000 people need photographing. It's an express way to photograph. Just like a next. But they all get a good pick, and it's a great memory. Le Diable, and treat yourself to some nice... See, I don't drink beer, Bill. That would be wasted on me. I can't find your Monica Panorama shop. If you go to kimmelman.com, go to Panoramas, it's there. Yeah. Let me know if you can't find it, but it's definitely there. You're right about the fires, but the smoke has carried eastward. Favourite part of any Grand Prix is packing up my stuff at the end of it. I love it. having done it, and then going out for dinner to celebrate. I don't like to fly on a Sunday night unless it's private, and I've only ever done that once. Twice. First one was a disaster getting to the airport. There was 4 of us in the car, my wife, my son, and my sister-in-law, and 3 of us were nearly in tears with my wife's driving. And she said she did all right, so she must have done all right. Oh, far out, you've just reminded me of something. What's the date? Yes. Hang on a second, just enjoy the view. Back with you. Oh, Ali. Thank you, Ali. Would love to see a video on how much work goes into producing a video on YouTube. Dialogue, editing, and number of takes. I don't know whether I could fill 10 minutes on that. Okay, let me make a note. How I do... Yeah, look, that might be a short. I could do a short on that. And that's our focus at the moment. I just see people can like your comment. Oh, that's nifty. And I just saw that. Oh, that's a new thing that I've twigged. Chance of a Bottas return, 25%, I reckon. How does your contract with F1 work, if you can say, or I consider... I have no contract with F1. I am... I'm a freelancer. I get accredited by the FIA to shoot, and they give you a whole lot of things you can and can't do, and as long as you follow those rules, you're fine. Check out Le Café du Bistro. It's an hour from... Is it on the... If it's on the way to Quebec City, possible. Pizza is to die for. Let me make a note of that. Is it on the way there? Because if it's not, I'm unlikely to see it. Café de Bistrot, which I know is not pronounced Bistrot. You should visit Toronto one day. I should do a whole lot of stuff. Have you ever taken the direct flight from Perth to London? Never. Would never do it, because it's on Qantas and it's in their shit business class. Do you think Yuki is safe in the seat for the rest of the year? I've got a video coming up about this. It's a short video, but in fact, it'll go up in about 4 hours. So perhaps I'll just shut up and let you watch that on Reels on Instagram. On the note of video editing, would also like to see your photo. My photo editing process is pretty much one button for cropping. I just change the crop. That's all I do for almost every single photo. I use a thing called Turbo, which is one of my presets. It's available at kimillman.com in the shop. All of my presets, well, not all, there's 2 sets of 10, but that one pretty much sorts everything out, because we can't do too much to a picture for if I submit it to Getty Images. Like, you can't go and change the sky here to blue and that tree to red. You can't do that, anything like that. So it's a pretty simple process, bit of cropping normally, not much of a video, I don't think. You did the Perth-London flight in business class? Don't do it, yeah. I don't like that seat. I hate the way it goes right down low. And if you try and bring your knees up to watch a movie, just awful. But better than economy, I know. But not as good as a lot of other business class seats. Do what you think is a Canadian accent. I can't pick any different from American. I know, isn't it a boot? You say a boot, do you, instead of about? I can't tell the difference. If you go anywhere and check out the mountains, if you to go anywhere and check out the mountains, you have to come to Vancouver. Rightio. Good to know. Understood. Thanks for the info. You're welcome, Dave. What will your longest flight be this year? Probably 15 hours from somewhere. Oh no, 13 is Sydney, LA. I'm not going back that way because I think it's longer going back. Mexico, Sao Paulo's not too bad, I don't think. Yeah, I'll say 13. Where will the drivers be flying into? I don't know. A boot is a Scottish, mate. We're more like to say a boat. A boat, okay. Are there any 5-star culinary restaurants in MT? I don't know. I don't like those restaurants anyway, really. It's like Qantas chose Temu over Kmart for the seats. Yeah, did anyone not sit on them for 15 hours? Why wouldn't you go to the place that makes those things and they'd have them mocked up there and sit there for 15 hours and watch videos and sleep? Newfoundland has prominent accent, but apart from that, and how do you say the Quebecois? Speaking English, there is no discernible Canadian accent. Ali from Sydney, I'm impressed that you stumped up $100 for a dinner. That's most appreciated. And I'll eat all that, don't worry about that, because this Atlantic salmon is every bit of 60 Aussie dollars. But I'll then go and spend the rest on a beaver tail, I think, but got to have ice cream with it. Quebec French and Euro French, no. Quebecois. Okay, good to know. I can see that now in the spelling of it. Yep. Where are you heading for dinner? Downstairs here. Is anyone else tonight in Mont Tremblant? Is there another human of the 365 of you in this lovely ski town, which is glorious? Yes, says Emmanuel. Manuel Sampson apparently is here. Yes, that's how you say it. What is a beaver tail? Dessert, yeah. They I don't know why so many beavers have to die for a dessert like that, but it's in my video coming up shortly. Anyone not stuck here? Anyone here in Mont Tremblant? I do like SAQ, your liquor stores around this country. They're very good. Can be there in 2 hours from Ottawa. Ottawa Valley has a deep Scottish-Irish type accent. Someone's friend is here. Lisa, with regards to meet and greet, probably, but I don't get my schedule until Wednesday morning. But if there's time there somewhere, it'll happen. Beaver tails, aka elephant ears. Long pastry. Yeah, gotta have ice cream with it. Oh, freaking hell, I've used all of my data now. Stupid, because I should be using their data, but can I get onto my data from here? I don't know. It just pisses me off. I've got no idea how this works. Nah. Anyway, I'm probably going to go now and do a bit more work and then have dinner. So look, I'll answer one more question and get out of your way. On your business or first calls fast flight, is it possible to ask to see the women's bag as well as the men's? Yeah, I get that from my wife a lot of the time. Okay, rightio. Well, that's a point. It'll only differ. No, it'll differ in a couple of ways. Okay, Ellie, yeah. Consider that done, because I often ask for a female one for my wife, and almost always they give me one. With that said, people, I'll just quickly look for, yeah, their Wi-Fi. Okay, no, I just use my Australian SIM. I'm not trying to muck around with that sort of rubbish. Okay, that's it, people. So thank you very much for your attention, and from Mont Tremblant, I say thanks for watching and stay patient.